Welcome to the WealthGenius Podcast. The WealthGenius Podcast. Strategies for multifamily real estate investing, mindset, community, success. The WealthGenius Podcast with your host, the Godfather of Real Estate, Alfonso Cuadra, who has expansive experience in business and massive success as a real estate investor. The WealthGenius Podcast. Let's dive into today's episode.
Thia, what's happening?
So happy to be here.
And expand.
Yes, this experience is incredible. Like the venue, the keepers, the energy, the lights. I mean, this is it. It's really, this is a whole production.
So I lost my voice. But it's not about me, it's about you. And I want to ask you questions. I want to know what it felt like being on the stage today. You know, we got like 450 people in the audience. It's a big stage. You were at I don't remember if you were at the first 6 months.
No, it wasn't at the first, but it was at the second one in the summer.
And of course, WealthGenius is leveling up. But what did it feel like to get on stage?
Oh my goodness. First of all, I was nervous. But once you get up there, you just get this feeling. I don't know, it's almost like electrifying. You know, like everyone is just kind of receiving you well. Everyone's so engaged. And it's just a positive feedback that you're getting from all the others in the room. I mean, this is just definitely a place you want to be.
Interesting way of connecting with people. You're authentic, you're yourself, right? And I love that. And the subject matter of wholesaling, not a lot of people know about this, right? And so this is why I love what we're doing, Genius, creating these selling track type of deal. That's a great way to get started. And basically get started in real estate with no money.
Exactly. And that's what was most appealing for me because, as I've said time and time again, I literally had no money, but I was aspiring to be in real estate. And I think when most people want to get involved, they're like, all right, I just have 20% down. I don't have all these things. But really, wholesaling is that gateway, and you don't have to just wholesale. Like, I was able to build a portfolio, like multi-million-dollar portfolio, leveraging the skill of wholesaling. Like, that's incredible. And I just want to scream it from the rooftop. Whoever is going to listen, I'm going to tell you, get into wholesaling if you have no money, or you're just starting. You're like, I want to learn how to find deals. I want to learn how to find deals. That is the way.
That is a good start.
I literally just stumbled across something on Facebook, and they said they were having a webinar. No money. And I'm like, great. I literally have like $10. I'm going to get this. So I checked it out, and I was completely inspired. I was like, I can totally do this. But what was lacking at the time, and what is so fortunate enough to have right now, is that hand-holding service that we have at WealthGenius, right? I was just told, like, here's this video, and then watch it and go. I'm like, okay, I have questions.
So what was that first deal like?
I got it done.
Like the first wholesaling deal. Things coming out of there, slides. How much did you make first in the first deal?
My first deal, I made $10,000. It took me 6 months because, again, there was no platform like this. And for me, it was I found the deal, and then by the time I sold the deal, it was 2 weeks. I created $10,000 in 2 weeks. Like, come on! I was like, let's go. I found my thing.
So you made $10,000. Describe it for the people that are watching that may not understand wholesaling.
So wholesaling, you're essentially finding a deal, typically your property off market, you're going to connect with the seller, get it under contract, meaning you're going to get an exception offer on this property, and you're simply going to assign it or give it to another investor, provide it to policy, and they're going to give you a fee for providing that with this wicked deal.
You got this $10,000.
Alfonso, I was on top of the world. I was like, I just made $10,000. Like, is this in real life? Like, I see people doing it, but it's different when you actually get it yourself. There's just that light bulb that goes on, and
Saying I want to be in the state of
My entire life, and it was relatively my entire life, I was just like, I don't because I graduated, so I was always out there. I'm trying to create so I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. The difficult part for me is finding that we always when I got it done, I was like, I have to share this information with everybody. There's nothing particularly special about me, Alfonso. I never show it, but everybody does. I want people to understand that you can do it. You just have to believe it's possible and get it right.
There's a question that I always get. I've been talking about wholesaling for years. And so when, do you need a license? Or what's the difference between a realtor? Is wholesaling just being a realtor without a license? Those kind of things. How would you answer that?
No, you don't need a license. You need nothing, which is even better because there's no, test that you have to take. And if you know my story, I try to take the realtor exam, sometimes it didn't work for me. So what I love about wholesaling is you really just need to bring the people, find the deals, and the people who come.
If someone wanted to get started, what are 3 tips that you can offer them?
I would tell them, first and foremost, please, get someone who knows how to do what you're trying to learn. So essentially, invest in yourself. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, who's going to invest in you? Essentially. So get the right mentorship so you can get it done. Be dedicated to the process because it's not easy. Some days, like when I was starting, I would be crying, wiping tears. I'm on Kijiji searching because I knew this is what is going to pay off, and it's consistency. So get a mentor, dedication, and be consistent.
What has inspired you to keep going through the tears and building an amazing business like you have, and being able to leverage that into a portfolio? And what has inspired you?
Honestly, for me, again, it was just not mediocrity scares me, to be quite honest. I've just always known that I was meant to do these extraordinary things. I thought I was going to be in the WNBA when I was a kid. So, that's where my mindset was.
It was a rock.
Oh, I'm good. The fadeaway is crazy.
Glad.
So, for me, I've always had that, right? So, it's just, wanting more out of life and understanding that I deserve more. And my mom came here as an immigrant and bust her butt and didn't get to accomplish half of the things. So that's even more fuel for me to be like, as a dedication to my mom, she didn't come here and bust her butt for no reason. I am going to make it. And I actually have a video. That's funny enough. When I was going to the hospital, this is towards, the end, when she passed away. And I'm driving and I'm like, people, you can go through the most ridiculous and crazy scenarios, but I'm telling you, as I'm driving to go and meet, my mom at the hospital, I'm going to be the first millionaire in the family as I'm crying and I'm driving. I look back at that video a few months ago. So it's also the power of speaking things into existence. I'm so big on that. I believe it. And whatever you want to achieve, I'm a huge believer of manifestation. So I put it out there and it's happening. It's literally happening. And I know that's not without my mom for sure and God making things, totally normal.
I love it. I think you get inspired by the people. Yeah. We all draw inspiration from many different things. What's the one quote that you heard, or a phrase, or a passage that you heard that has inspired you? That when you think about it, it's like, let's go.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring it back to, some basketball terminology. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If I didn't put those offers in, if I didn't follow up with leads and do all the things I needed to do consistently, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you here today. So guys, take every single shot. I'm telling you, it is worth it in the end. It is not easy, but it'll be worth it. And that's my word to you.
So we're partners, and we're working on wholesaling track for Wealth Genius. And what can they expect in that education?
You can expect that I'm going to push you to really, achieve whatever it is you're telling me those goals are. I'm going to challenge and push you and hold you accountable. You are going to be more than equipped with all the tools that you need to build that business. I'm going to teach you how to leverage, because the minute I learned that I didn't have to leave my house to go and look at these properties, my whole world changed. So that's what I want to instill and encourage everyone to get out there, get the right mentorship. We have this amazing course at WealthGenius, and I'm beyond honored to be the person that is going to teach other people to do this thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Thia, thank you. Hit them with the Instagram.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, at Thia Velinor, and just, hit me up, guys. Come into my DMs. I'm here to, help. I want to mentor you guys. We have an amazing course here through WealthGenius, and I'm just, again, super honored to be the person that's spearheading and going to, instill all these people to find these deals and just crush it, because it's one thing to make money. Anybody can make money. But to be able to change someone else's life, and I know you know about that, Alfonso, there is no price tag on that. And that's what I'm here for. It's about the impact, because we're all going to die. But to know that, decades later, someone's like, Thia Velinor taught my grandma how to wholesale, and because she did that, this is why we're able to live like this today. That's what it's about for me.
Wow. There you go, folks. Expand Investor Conference. We're here. I mean, there's all these people looking at us, and it's a live audience, is what it is.
Yes.
I lost my voice, but I'm still full of energy. We're going to have an amazing time still. When you see Wealth Genius, when you see Thia, reach out, and Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you at the top. Woo! Let's go.
Thanks for listening to the Wealth Genius Podcast. If you have a question or comment about something you heard today, reach out to the Godfather via social media or email him anytime. All that information is in the show notes. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Wealth Genius Podcast. The Wealth Genius Podcast. Until next time, see you at the top.